Hi guys, welcome back to the deck box again. Erika here, and by now you can probably see on your screen, we're back with Michael Pramawat's Night March. I actually took this list this weekend to a League Cup, in which I got top 4. Came really close to making it into the top 2 and possibly winning, because the last guy left was someone I had already beaten. But the deck just bricked out on me. I had a hand of entirely Night Marchers. It was quite hilarious. But we're gonna hop into some matches, and I'm gonna tell you about the matchups I had this weekend. Yeah, we're still in standard. Let's not be in standard. There we go. Alright. Start off with round 1. I had Darkrai. Turbo Darkrai as my first opponent. There's actually someone I knew. It was another player from Yeti Gaming called Travion. And I just was sitting there like, I am so glad I changed my deck to Night March right before the tournament, because originally I was going to play Trevenant, set up to play Trevenant, key on it, thought it was, oh yeah, will be great, it'll be fantastic. Nope. Pick Night March last minute, so very happy that I did. But it went basically normally the way a Night March matchup, which Darkrai goes, except I'll give him, he won the second game. First one I just did when I marched, I was knocked it out with Marshadow repeatedly because weakness and it hit so high. Oh god, we're playing Seismitoad with Toxic. It's a bad deck. Glad I didn't hit this weekend. But second game I actually started Tauros. And if you don't know, Tauros is only there for the matchup against Trevenant to try and, I guess the right word is even out the score. Try to make it so that you can force them to build up the damage on you and then just knock them out with it using Mad Bull GX. Or you can even use it with Marshadow by having Tauros on this card, which is another good option to have. Ooh, 3, give him. Let's see what else we can do really quick. But, it went standard, I lost the second game, but then we went in third game and did basically what March does. I went first, got Marshadow out, done it over with. Gonna double puzzles. This was the number 1 card of the deck this weekend. Double puzzles is just really good. You can't really move around it too much. Alright. So that matchup went really well. Finished that. And I started off 1-0, feeling really good. Super hyped. Feel like I'll be 100% ready to go. Like, let's do this. And I pull next round. Jack Carter. Really good player. Again from Yeti. He actually got, I believe it was top 4 at Fort Wayne, which is the regionals I also attended. I got like top 120 something. Obviously not even close. He was playing Gardevoir though. And while Gardevoir is a good deck, Night March just has so many ways to take quick and easy knockouts that it doesn't even matter all that much. So, game 1, quick win. Again, game 2, he got me before I could set up. But that tends to be how it goes with Night March. If you don't go first, or if you don't go second on certain matches, you're going to have to go to the best of 3 and try to win it that way. But I took that W. So we were doing good, and then I went third round, I believe. Third round had to be, I played against Volcanoes. I played against Volcanion, Turtonator. I got carried about 20 times, it felt like. But, I did what you have to do in that situation. I kept playing, but you have to kind of force it to go to time. And make it so that you make your opponent have to, like, really hit you hard in order to end the game. But I basically Guzmet around his Turtonator and made him sit there because we were already in turns, in the +3 turns. So that was just easy. Gonna tie it. Round 4, I went on to play John Roberts III. Really, really great player. Playing Vikabulu. Really good with the deck. Literally made top, I want to say 64, although he should have been higher. He accidentally wrote Chargebug's number down for his Grubbins. He wrote Grubbin, he just had the wrong number. But even without them, like, he had no access to Vikabulu because he played 0 Chargebug. He just still went and killed it. He had Virizion in the deck, which is a really, really good tech for that. Ooh, hard situation here. Intake, DCE. Hold on a second, I just gotta start thinking here. There's field blower. But a really, really good player. He had that tough run at Fort Wayne, but I mean, that was just, it was incredible how well he played without a huge main component of his deck. Like, he just kept right on trucking on, and he's like really hard rooting for Vikabulu. He believes this is the best deck in the format, and he's proven more than once why he believes it. So, stop carroting me, please. I don't want to see the card anymore. Should have put Ranger in the discard, but we don't have it right now. But so that went pretty well. I did well game 1. Game 2 is the same thing. He beat me. Couldn't get anything out quick enough. Set up 2 Vicavolts and he was good to go. Game 3 is where it got interesting. I had actually run out of resources. I had no DCE left in deck. He took the last knockout. And once again, I just Guzman. We were already in the 0 to 3 turns. And he just could not get the way to take the win. So we took that tie. So I'm 2-0-2 at that point. Feeling okay with that. And then go on to round 5. Playing someone else I know. I played Zach Martin, who's playing Glisspod Garbodor. Not Glisspod Garbodor, Glisspod Zoroark. It went pretty quick. It was one of my few 2-0 matchups. Oh no, we went to 3 games eventually. He really used his Oreo very hard, and I mean that's how you win that matchup, but it's just so difficult because he has to set up a lot more than I do. I just have to continue to Battle Compressor, and while he can spread damage with Oreo and take knockouts, he also has to be able to keep the bird there still. And Night March hits for 90 very easily. That's only about 5 Night Marchers, that's about 2 Battle Compressors. And with puzzles, I can easily have about 8 if I really wanted to. But first game, he just Zoroark, nothing else. Just kept taking knockouts because all he could have was Zoroarks down and the bird. Game 2 was a little better. He got set up before I did. It's how it seems to work for Night March. You could just... This game is super painful. I'm sorry, guys. I'm gonna get distracted by this. But, this is a deck actually over here that I love, but I hate to play against. This is actually my most terrified matchup of this weekend. Like, I didn't care if I played against anything else. I just didn't want to play against this. I'm gonna Hex, because I can't really do anything else. But, game 2 he did what he needed to. Glisspod, Crossing Cut GX, it's really good. He was gonna try and attack with Zoroark, but that's just, you just keep your field, you keep your bench very low. Like, I think I only had 2 to 3 Pokemon on my bench at a time. Which for Night March, that's easy knockout on most of them, but it doesn't knock out Marshadow. Which is really what saved me. Oh god, he just went. But then game 3 went on. He started to set up, he had the bird out, but Night March was just hitting too hard, too fast. And I took the win. And then went on to the 6th round, the last round, and I know it's something people have a problem with, it's something people don't agree with, but I ID'd with my opponent. That would put me at 3-0-3, which was my final standing, which got me the 6th seed, which I'm perfectly okay with. It got both me and my opponent in the top cut. He was the 3rd seed, I was the 6th, and we actually ended up playing anyways that very next round. Alright, we're just gonna leave this game because I can't do anything with it. But, he was playing Volcanion Turtles, and I figured it was going to be the same as my opponent. We were going to have to play really hardcore, and it was just going to come down to that final, sudden death, you must take a knockout first. Wasn't the case. Game 1, he went really hard. Like, he was doing well. He carried me twice. Took it back, knocked him out. Game 2, I know people feel bad when they win this way, and I understand saying that you feel bad when you win this way, but he literally dead drew. Started, like, I believe he started at Volcanion, and that was it, and I Getsised him and got rid of, like, Max Elixirs, Ultra Balls. I think he had 2 Ultra Balls in hand, I got rid of that. And it was just, he sat there, he's like, I can't do anything, like, what am I gonna do here? It was just one of those moments of, like, I have a better start than my opponent does right now. So, that went really quickly. Really, really well. Really, like, just a straight show of how my deck is supposed to run. And I was feeling pretty good. Dead tired, though. It's about, I think it was about 10 o'clock, 10:30 when we finished. And I was just waiting for my next opponent to finish his match. And I actually played Trainer Wolf, who is from DDG, Dead Draw Gaming. He's one of their players. He's done work with Poke Beach. He's an amazing, amazing player, well known. And he was playing Guardy. So I was expecting, okay, I can do this. I played this matchup earlier today. We can, let's go. First game went really well. He had the bird. Played around with that for a bit. Thought it was going to be more important than it was, but in the end, I took knockouts more quickly than he could. Game 2 went as expected. He got Guardies out quicker than I could get set up because I went second. Game 3. I am still, I want to be salty, but I did way better than I expected to do it at this tournament. I dead bricked, guys. I drew a starting hand of, I think it was 2 Pumpkaboos, 2 Joltics, a Lampent, and a Field Blower. Oh no, there was also a compressor. There was a compressor somewhere, and I used it, and I thinned out the deck, and I tried to get a Juniper, and I was like, okay, maybe I can draw into a Versus Seeker, maybe I can turn this around. Nope. I drew more Night Marchers. I drew Pokemon Ranger. I drew literally anything that wasn't going to get me out and get me a win. I literally didn't get anything until he had 1 prize card left. I mean, I almost took a knockout on a Gardevoir, which was decent for just how bad I dead drew. He even looked at me, he said, I want to see how bad your hand is, because I can't believe you're just sitting here and passing. And I was like, I've never had it brick that, I really have never had the deck brick that hard, guys. But, really amazing deck. Felt really, really good about my run. And really, really good to have some more points on the board. I'm sitting at 62 now. Really, really hoping Jordan and I are actually going to go to ARG's League Cup on November 4th in Collinsville. Really, really hoping to do well there. Top 16 is guaranteed a spot at their special event, which is how they picked their team players last year. So I'm hoping maybe could do something, because I enjoy playing and I want to get better and better and better. It's something you really have to work on, so to get practice with. And I mean, I was a VGC player for many years, guys. Like, I started playing, I want to say Platinum, Heart Gold, Soul Silver era. So it's been quite a number of years. And I switched to just TCG after 2016. No, 2015. I take that back. That was the year of the Primals. Primals was bad, guys. I missed my invite by a Groudon staying asleep. So, a little salty. Sun and Moon came out, it just wasn't a good format. But the TCG came out with their Sun and Moon set, and it was just so much fun to play with these decks. Like, it literally reminded me of the black and white cards that I loved, but with their own special twists and their own new format. But that's it for this video, guys. Let me know what you take to League Cups. Have you been to a League Cup recently? How did you do? What did you play against? Let me know what was in your deck box. Have a good one, guys.